A woman doesn't respect a man because he demands it, but because his behavior consistently shows strength, stability, and authentic, emotional control. She quietly observes how you handle stress, challenges, and unexpected situations, evaluating whether you lead with calm, confidence, or emotional instability. Respect grows when your words match your actions, proving you're a man who stands firmly in his values without wavering for approval. Women notice when you seek validation constantly, because it reveals internal insecurity that weakens your masculine presence and kills natural attraction. A man who remains centered, even when things feel chaotic, radiates certainty that makes a woman feel naturally safe around him. You earn respect by being grounded, not aggressive, firm, not controlling, intentional, not impulsive. Strength expressed with balance is always respected. Your reactions under pressure reveal more about your character than your achievements. Composure in chaos communicates maturity and dependable emotional power. A confident man doesn't try to prove his worth. His lifestyle, discipline, and decisions speak so clearly that no explanation is needed. Women respect men who maintain purpose bigger than the relationship, showing drive that exists independently of romantic attention or emotional reassurance. When you consistently pursue your goals, she sees you as a man with direction, not someone lost seeking meaning through her approval. Avoiding conflict to keep the peace destroys respect, because it shows fear of asserting yourself when truth requires uncomfortable honesty. Respect grows when you can communicate boundaries calmly, showing self-respect without anger, desperation, or emotional outbursts that weaken your credibility. She admires the man who balances strength and understanding, demonstrating emotional control without shutting down or becoming cold and disconnected. Your daily habits reveal your identity more than any claim. Discipline, consistency, and structure express reliability she deeply respects. When you abandon your own needs to please her, she loses the stable masculine frame she instinctively needs to feel secure. Women respect men who make firm decisions, even when difficult, signaling clarity and responsibility instead of hesitation driven by fear or doubt. Your presence becomes stronger when you no longer need external validation to feel valuable, because independence creates natural masculine confidence. A respected man listens without defensiveness, showing he can receive information without feeling threatened or losing emotional control. She watches how you respond to criticism. A composed response signals maturity, while defensiveness exposes insecurity and weak emotional grounding. Authentic confidence doesn't need arrogance. Quiet certainty creates far more respect than loud posturing or constant attempts to seem superior. Who you are when alone defines how she sees you together. Self-discipline and purpose increase respect even when she's not around. Emotional independence is crucial. When you rely on her for stability, you lose the leadership energy she instinctively looks for in a man. She respects a man who values her, but doesn't revolve his entire identity around her attention, affection, or approval. Respect grows when you maintain your standards consistently, regardless of her mood or behavior, proving your frame is unshakable. A woman admires a man who chooses integrity over convenience, holding to principles even when emotions or circumstances try to weaken him. Your ability to stay composed during emotional moments shows her you are dependable and strong enough to guide the energy of the relationship. When you remain balanced through tension, you create emotional safety, showing she can trust you in moments where she feels unsure. Women deeply respect men who stay aligned with their mission, demonstrating consistent progress instead of drifting through life without purpose. Your conviction becomes magnetic when you stop adjusting your personality to please others and start living truly in alignment with yourself. Respect appears when you hold your ground without aggression, showing strength through certainty rather than force or intimidation. She observes your consistency. A man whose behavior stays stable over time automatically commands more respect than one who fluctuates emotionally. A strong man doesn't fall for emotional games. He recognizes manipulation and responds with grounded clarity rather than emotional reactivity. Respect increases when you can walk away from disrespect without drama, proving you value yourself more than temporary validation. She admires your ability to stay patient without becoming passive, showing controlled strength that doesn't collapse under frustration or pressure. When you demonstrate emotional maturity, she sees you as someone capable of leading, protecting, and navigating challenges with intelligence. Women respect men who aren't afraid to express truth kindly but firmly, valuing honesty over comfort when something important must be addressed. Your calm energy during intense moments communicates safety, showing you are not overwhelmed by emotions or external pressure. A man with clear priorities earns respect automatically because he shows responsibility and direction instead of uncertainty and emotional dependence. When you hold yourself accountable for your actions, she sees your maturity and understands you operate from discipline rather than excuses. Women respect men who don't crumble under emotional storms, responding instead with clarity, grounded presence, and unwavering support. Your willingness to set boundaries without fear demonstrates confidence and self-worth, signaling that you understand your value inherently. Respect grows when your lifestyle reflects growth. A man improving himself physically, mentally, and professionally becomes increasingly admirable. She pays attention to your self-talk and mindset. A strong internal dialogue reveals emotional resilience and a grounded masculine identity. A man who avoids gossip, drama, and negativity shows emotional discipline, proving he focuses energy only on what truly matters. Your ability to make decisions quickly and confidently shows leadership, which women instinctively admire because it signals competence and stability. When you remain relaxed in unpredictable situations, she sees strength that doesn't need to boast, because composure is real authority. She respects the man who can remain kind without being weak, blending empathy with firmness in a perfectly balanced masculine presence. You earn respect when your actions remain consistent, even when no one is watching, proving you hold yourself to high standards always. A disciplined man inspires trust because he shows control over impulses, staying focused on long-term success instead of temporary gratification. Women respect men who don't beg for attention, but give genuine value while maintaining independence and a strong inner world. Your ability to stay calm during emotional conversations signals maturity and shows you are not controlled by fear, anger, or insecurity. Respect comes naturally when you maintain emotional stability, because certainty in yourself creates certainty in the relationship's foundation. A strong man acknowledges his emotions without drowning in them, showing awareness and control rather than avoidance or explosive reactions. She admires men who keep moving forward despite obstacles, proving determination and resilience instead of collapsing under pressure. Respect grows when you choose growth over comfort, consistently pushing yourself toward higher standards in every area of your life. Your commitment to self-improvement shows ambition, discipline, and long-term thinking, all qualities women instinctively associate with trust and leadership. A respected man doesn't let rejection or setbacks break him, because his identity comes from within, not from external outcomes. She respects the man who doesn't react impulsively, but pauses, evaluates, and responds strategically, demonstrating wisdom and emotional strength. Your ability to forgive but not tolerate repeated disrespect shows emotional intelligence and strong boundaries that protect yourself. Women admire men who take initiative, being proactive rather than passive, showing readiness to lead rather than waiting for direction. Respect grows when you stay composed during uncertainty, proving you navigate life with confidence even when answers aren't immediately clear. A man with a strong sense of identity becomes unshakable, because he doesn't rely on others to define his value or purpose. She respects the man who keeps promises to himself, because discipline with oneself is the foundation of respect from others. Your tone, posture, and eye contact reveal strength. Calm, deliberate communication shows mastery of self and confidence in your message. A respected man doesn't need to dominate. His inner stability radiates strength, making dominance unnecessary because presence alone inspires respect. Women respect the man who protects his time, energy, and goals, refusing distractions that pull him away from his mission. Your clarity about what you want creates direction. A man without direction cannot be respected, because uncertainty kills leadership energy. She admires men who learn constantly, seeking growth through reading, discipline, self-reflection, and continuous self-mastery. Growth is deeply attractive. Respect appears when you don't chase unpredictably, but give steady, intentional attention that reflects confidence rather than desperation. A strong man doesn't fear solitude. Comfort in being alone signals emotional independence, which women instinctively find trustworthy and admirable. Your consistent, emotional presence makes her feel safe, showing you can hold your frame even when circumstances become challenging. Respect grows when you remain unbothered by small things, proving you prioritize what truly matters instead of wasting energy on trivial issues. She respects men who don't complain constantly, focusing instead on solutions, progress, and self-responsibility rather than blame or victim. A respected man chooses action over excuses, showing he's willing to do the work instead of talking about what he wants someday. She admires quiet strength, the type that doesn't need validation because it comes from years of discipline and self-development. Respect is earned when you show consistency, emotional leadership, and unwavering alignment with who you truly are as a man.